Good morning. It's currently 9 a.m. and we are in the city of Surat, where we're going to take the train all the way to Wadi. But before we do that, first going to have to find a taxi to take us to the train station.
قديش؟ 3 ميل معناها 300. لا لا لا.
كيف الدويرة؟ تعرف الدويرة؟
لا
انت ما قد مشيت في القارب قال؟
لا أول مرة.
I've made it to the train station of unforgettable, where you can see the passengers can get on from here. But we're not going to do that. We're looking for the true Mauritanian experience. So we're going to wait for the other wagons that come from the mines very far from there, and then we're going to hop on one of them. So then I think it's going to be about 4 or 5 hours of wait time. No one really knows here. There's no such thing as time in Mauritania. It's going to be hard to do with one hand. Let's see.
كاميرا.
هذه صورنا هاي.
As you can tell, I changed to a different wagon. The problem is, when I first got on the other wagon with all the passengers, that's the only place they let us get in. And then after that, I wanted to get the real experience, the real Mauritanian experience with the iron ore. I have to stay silent, otherwise they tell me to get off. What I had to do is, I had to get on with all the other passengers. And then the train made a quick stop. And when it did that, I tried to run as far as I can into this wagon. But now I have to stay down and I have to stay quiet because there's still guards around here. And if they find me, then I would have to get off. I'm so out of breath. But still have to stay low until the train starts again, and then we're off on our Mauritanian adventure. I guess we're moving again. Fuck. That was so sketchy. I also was not able to film it because I had to run as far as I can. The problem here is that you don't know how long the train stops for. The first time, as soon as I got off, the train started moving again. The second time, as soon as I tried to get off, the train started moving again. Luckily, I made it. The only problem that I see now, there's no shadows. It's just sun everywhere. So this is gonna hurt. It's 35 degrees outside though. It's not the best weather to do this. No idea what's happening now. The passengers, everyone I was traveling with at the beginning, they're all still there. And now they just left them there and we're going alone. So I hope I'm still gonna make it to Nouadhibou. That's where we left the other passengers, and now we're heading somewhere else, alone. I don't even know where, but hopefully we are on the right train, because no one is really sure of anything here. I mean, what's the worst thing? Someone is gonna take us back to Zouret, and then we try again the next day. If this does not go to Nouadhibou, well, let's hope it does. The problem now is that I'm sitting in the back, so when the train is driving, all the wind from all the materials is just going to come to me. So what I'm going to try to do now is get to the front, or maybe one of the wagons in the middle, and hopefully there's not going to be as much wind on my face, or all of this materials here. So let's try and do that. It's more difficult than it looks, especially with one hand. Can't do that. There we go. It's been 2 hours now since we've been stuck in this place, and the train haven't moved. And as you can tell, I'm not up there anymore. I had to hide from the sun. The sun is in the middle of the sky, so there's no shadows up there. And after 30 minutes, I just had to get down. I couldn't do it anymore. And no one really knows when the train's gonna move, and the only people that do, you cannot ask them because they don't want you to be here. Hopefully, we can stay here for another an hour or two, hide underneath the train, and then we can start when it gets a bit colder. I think the train that's gonna push us has finally arrived. See?
We are on the way. This is where I'm gonna spend the next 24 hours. It started about 20 minutes ago, but there's already so much dust inside my eyes. It's gonna hurt. It's gonna be a long day, and no matter how much I try to cover them, dust still gets inside.
The train has stopped for a bit, so let me use that chance to show you what I've got. This is my sleeping blanket, which I got for the night. It's supposed to only be 20 degrees where we started and where we're arriving, but I'm not sure how cold it's going to be in the desert. So the blanket's going to be useful for that or against the dust, because I don't want to be breathing it all night long. And with that, I brought enough water and food. But first of all, I got these 2 bags because I did not want my food or my bags to be covered with the iron. I've got about 7 bottles of these. I tried to buy a lot of basically everything they had. I try and keep these covered because the train is about to move again. The sun is about to set and I'm hungry again, so it's time for some more food. But before then, we gotta wait until the dust cools off because it just got very, very windy and I don't want all the iron ore to get into the food. So we'll wait a little bit and hopefully I can eat before the sun sets. Just look at the view. Just watch this. Gonna have to eat with dirty hands here, but washing them is not a good idea. I tried to do that earlier and it just made it worse. So first thing, it's this bread that I got. I don't really know what's inside, but some kind of meat. The hygiene level -69. If I don't get cancer from this, I will live to be 200. Right, let's make the bed quickly before it gets dark. Let me show you around. This is the first spot where I thought I could sleep. But here's what we're working with. You have this corner. You have this one, which is not flat, so it's not a good spot. But we have this area where it's more flat, but it's way too high. I don't like this. I could easily tip over. So what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to this spot and then we're gonna try to fill this area and make it a bit more flat, and then I will just lie like that and also not too far from my phone. My legs are going to be here, and then I'm going to put my head over there. I think that should be enough for tonight. Let's put the blanket. So, this is my sleeping setup for tonight. It's just simply a blanket, and I'm going to open it, go inside, cover myself, and hopefully not suffer from any dust. It's going to be very cozy. It's not really that bad. It's very cozy. just I think 8 more hours of this, and then sunrise, which means we've got maybe 4 or 6 hours until we get to our destination. Have a good night. Good morning. The sun just got up. It's about 6:30 in the morning, and I think we have another 100 kilometers until we get to the city of unforgettable.
If you look at my bed, you would think I slept comfortably, but I actually did. It was very comfortable at night. The train has stopped a few times here and there. I've lost track how many times, but it was a good night's sleep. I'm not gonna complain. And you have a really good view. I made a rookie mistake yesterday. I got this blue bag that I put all my stuff inside, and oh man, it did not do anything. All my bags are covered in iron. I don't just mean the outer parts of my bag, everything inside as well. So now I have to find a hotel that would take me in my current state, and then I'm gonna spend the rest of the day trying to clean my stuff. Behind me, the cab drivers are waiting there. They know people hop into the train, so they wait at the front there to pick us up, because that's basically how we got off. We can't go all the way to the station at the end. We have to get off here. Right, the train has stopped. I got my stuff off, but now it's time to wash up. Let's go find a hotel.